Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here, next to a wild Xerxes with a tennis ball in his mouth, being a big bean as usual, along with
Thunderbody 1, who is the owner of said Xerxes.
Xerxes Supremacy. Cutie. And
I am Norfolk Southern Star.
NorCal Dude 599, and we're the devious couple.
Yep.
yes. And he's got that freaking tennis ball in his mouth. He just wants it.
Here, make sure you don't fall off your own bed.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, it is currently 1:25 p.m. and
Eastern
at
Daylight Time.
and at 2:20 p.m.
Eastern Daylight Time.
The National Weather Service in Upton, New York, has issued a special marine warning for nearshore and open waters from Sandy Hook to Fire Island Inlet, New York, out 20 nautical miles until 7:30 p.m. At 6:09 p.m., strong thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 13 nautical miles southwest of Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Fire Island Inlet, moving east at 50 knots. Hazard: wind gusts 50 knots or greater.
Don't you want my
Source:
watchdog?
radar indicated.
Can we get
Yes.
into the fucking review?
At 6:09 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Anyways, this is actually going to be a different kind of episode because we're not going to be reviewing a radio just yet.
Nope.
So, yeah. And it is honestly pretty cool to say this as I play the music for the first time in this episode since, like, for the first time in season 12 that I've done this. But, yeah. Anyways, we're not going to be reviewing a radio as Xerxes keeps trying to grab the damn tennis ball. He wants it. But, yeah, there you go. Aww, big bean. Anyways, yeah, in this episode of Radio Reviews, we are not going to be talking about a radio or reviewing one. We're actually going to be talking about something that is going to happen today, along with several methods of how it's going to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I'm going to say this. This is Radio Reviews, the National Periodic Test.
Dick, you sneezed on my fucking legs.
Why is he looking at me?
He's loving every single one. Oh, he's looking at the camera now. Oh boy. He wants you. He wants to kiss you.
I don't have anything.
He wants to kiss you. See? Oh.
Now he's got the ball.
Okay, so yeah, no radio today. Instead, we're going to be talking about the National Periodic Test, and the next radio that we're going to review is Under This Pillow.
Under
but that
my
is
pillow.
Yes, but that is for the next episode after this one. So, the National Periodic Test. You might be wondering, well, what is the National Periodic Test exactly?
If
Basically,
you don't know what the National Periodic Test is, you've been living under a rock for too damn long.
SPC Kennesaw. Anyways, to put it simply, the National Periodic Test is a special nationwide test of the emergency alert system conducted by the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the FCC with permission from local and civil authorities in all areas across the United States. Even in areas like Alaska and Hawaii, those also count as well because the national test will be relayed over there as well. it is basically a gigantic required monthly test, pushed back about a year. They did not do it last year because of COVID-19, unfortunately, but this year they are going to be doing it today, August 11th, 2021, as this is going to be filmed, and obviously this will come out at a much later date, but as of filming this episode, it is August 11th, 2021 at 1:30 p.m. Well, really it's 1:29, but some of these radios are like off with the time a little bit, just by a couple seconds.
Yeah, as long as it's not like 6:27 a.m., Michael.
Oh, hey, Javier's computer is still 3 hours behind.
Well, that's because it's localized to Pacific time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
Like,
just
at
too
least-
lazy to change it.
I mean,
So he's like me then.
as long as like the minutes are right. I mean, if it's time zones, it's easy to convert them. Personally, I would prefer if it was like in one time zone, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like if you're like Michael who plugs his radios back in after a storm.
Well, I kind of have to. I don't want my radios to get struck.
Well, let me finish, jackass.
Yeah.
So if you're like Michael who unplugs his radios during a storm and plugs them in after, and you just leave the times on them unchanged and don't fucking show your beer belly at me, you weird.
I was scratching my fucking tummy. God damn it.
Yeah, your beer belly. Anyways,
I'm an American. What do you expect?
But yeah, if you plug your radios back in after a power outage or something, set the times on them. It'll save you a lot of aggravation of wondering why your radio doesn't work properly. But anyways,
I'll definitely do that when I get back home.
yeah, please do. Otherwise, I'll drive down to North Carolina and kick your ass.
What's that? Another meetup? No. Anyways.
Like,
Alright, so as I was saying, it is 1:31 on that 519 and 1:32 on that one, but it's 1:31 really. So, anyways, you're wondering.
can you put this somewhere else? Like, there's a cubby right there.
Okay, don't fucking look.
I know.
Hold on. This 261 right here says it's currently 1:30.
Yeah, some of them are a little behind.
Yeah, it's whatever. Oh,
Which one is that? Oh, this is the 2003 guarantee.
Better. What are you doing?
all right. So you were saying about the test?
But anyways, the National Periodic Test is, like I said, it's like a gigantic nationwide version of the required monthly tests that you would see for certain areas like the Carolinas, North and South Carolina, Capital District, Rochester, New York, Ohio, Shasta,
Connecticut,
Rhode Island.
pretty much any state that you can think of, and U.S. territory.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. Spirit thunderstorm warning for Allegheny in Washington.
Anyways,
Poor Katie.
It's kind of hard to get those counties anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, it's gonna happen today, at August 11th, 2021, at 2:20 p.m. Oh yeah, there is a time frame for this year's test, but we will get to that later on. So
it's basically between 220 and 250.
yeah, 220 and 250, but we'll talk about the time frames for tests later on. But anyways, why don't we talk about the first aspect of the national test, and that will be the execution of the test.
All right, so as
Kissing me.
Xerxes continues to be the human-loving dog that he is. Yeah, vicious baby killer. Anyways, so the way this test will be executed, it's not going to be going over iPod's cap. Like, I think the 2019 test?
2019, yeah.
2019 was relayed through cap. I'm not sure about 2018.
2018, I think.
2018 was when it also, well, I actually don't remember about 2018, but 2018 was when cell phones went off too.
I think
Yeah.
it was a similar execution to 2019, except
Yeah.
for 2019 it was actually relayed with cap. But I don't think they had that yet in 2018. I don't think.
I think cap has been around for a while, but it was just a different method, as opposed to a poll method that they use now. Is more so of a push method.
Okay, for those of you who don't know what this CAP stuff is we're talking about, basically CAP stands for Common Alert Protocol, and that basically tells you when the alerts are going to be sent out and when they are sent out much faster than most radio stations or NOAA weather radio stations will take from that CAP signal or source much faster than, let's say NOAA weather radio gets a CAP originated alert and it goes through their CAP handler at the office. Basically, the original CAP source will receive it first, and then the stations will relay as fast as they possibly can.
Yeah.
With some delays or with some instantaneous relays almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what Common Alert Protocol is. And I have a feeling that is going to be a vital part of this year's national test in about an hour.
Yeah. And as we mentioned, cell phones will go off as you see my lovely spam of notifications behind a beautiful poster of Callie. Squid Bean. So we're also gonna be getting the test through wireless emergency alerts as well. And for Android users like the OG over there, you can enable test alert. Actually, should we do this in the dissemination methods, or should I just talk about it in this segment?
Now let's do it in the dissemination method. What
Alright.
we're gonna talk about right now.
He's getting up.
Alright, so let's talk about the dissemination of said NPT this year. Or National Periodic Test.
Alright.
Which
Apparently some people don't fucking know what that means.
Yeah. So it's not a siren test. It's a
Kennesaw.
so.
God motherfucking damn! You've been around for
How long and you don't know an NPT?
Sorry.
Imagine being Chester Stone but white. Anyway, so one thing to note.
Stone, that's for sure.
Alright, so one thing to note: it will not be relayed over NOAA weather radio. Oh wait.
Oh!
It will not be relayed over NOAA weather radio.
Moramana, Dominican Republic, recently reported sustained winds of 35
That's,
miles per hour.
that's the statement about Tropical Storm Fred.
1,006 millibars, 29.71 inches.
Yeah, that's about
so
Fred.
It's not going to be relayed over NOAA weather radio.
Unless you're in the Midwest or I think some stations.
Yeah,
I think there's a weather radio station or an office that has an NDEC. I'm not entirely sure. Don't take my word for it, but I know for sure that some stations in the Northwest, like Seattle, Pendleton, Salt Lake City, even though that's in the western portion of the United States.
Yeah.
And then you have Phoenix, and apparently. This is completely unconfirmed, but NWS Pittsburgh is going to relay this along with Morristown, which I highly doubt, even though Pittsburgh said yes. I don't think they have their CAP handler set up yet. I know State College will, because they have a CAP handler.
Yeah, I honestly don't think that any National Weather Service office that doesn't have an NDEC will relay it, especially even if they have CAP.
Check off. I know.
So
Sorry, I had to.
So yeah, there may be offices that have a CAP handler, but the test is going to be originated through the primary entry point in Washington D.C. And yeah,
From there, it'll get relayed to all PEP stations that are.
Yeah.
And from the PEPs, it will get relayed and transferred over to the LP1, LP2, or LP3 stations in any area across the United States. Like, for example, it'll go through all the AM and FM radios that you see here, like this.
Like, I don't know what.
And all that over there, even though some of them don't have AM, FM, but you get the point.
Like, I don't know what Connecticut's PEP station is.
I believe it's WTIC.
Yeah, it is WTIC. In Hartford, 1080 AM. And,
yeah, for some reason, which I can't get.
I can't get. I got it once in February, and that was about it. Like February 2020.
Hey, quit scratching your eye, dog. Come on. So, and one thing I should note for cell phones. So Androids, you have a little option in the wireless emergency alert settings. I'm not sure.
Let me pull that up right now.
Yes, it is in your emergency alert settings on your Android.
PA settings.
If only you had your J7.
Well, I mean that's at home, and plus the fucking J7 is so goddamn outdated, it can't even receive WEAs.
What?
Yeah. It's not an option.
Bruh.
That's why I hated it so much.
I thought you got it at one point. I thought you got a WA on that at one point. But anyways, alright, so here's what you do. So in the wireless emergency alert settings, you have to enable the allow alerts option and scroll down, and I just noticed state and local tests aren't enabled on here.
I don't really need them.
Well, you might want to enable it.
Yeah, it says
They don't really do them out there.
it says receive test messages from state and local authorities.
You might want to enable that for the NPT
Yeah.
for it to go off.
So I'm gonna enable that just as a precaution. And oh wow, emergency alert history. Wow, I'm jealous.
Wait,
So
it has emergency alert history.
the A51 does, but yeah. So you Android users, you just have to enable a certain setting. Now for iPhone users,
For iPhone, it's a little bit different. So,
yeah. So I'll do it on my phone since it's already pulled up. So what you have to do is you have to go into the phone app down here, and then you have to type in these digits. You have to type in asterisk 5005 asterisk 25371 pound. And when you press the dial button, you'll get this blank gray screen that says test alerts enabled.
Yep,
and a
just
big
did it
white
on mine.
and there's a big white bar on the bottom that says dismiss.
Now, to disable the test alerts, like you'd want to do that anyway at a time like this, there is a different combination.
Yes, it's basically just changed the 1 to a 0.
Yeah, you do asterisk 5005 asterisk 2
5370.
5370 asterisk.
It'll
I'm
say-
sorry, pound. And then if you do that, it says test alerts disabled. Right here.
Yeah, but for the purposes of this test, we're going to enable them again.
27531.
25371.
Oh, I gotta remember that. 25371.
Oh fuck! I forgot the pound sign.
Test alerts enabled. But yeah, with iPhones, it's a little bit complicated. But I mean, well, it's not complicated per se, but it is. It can be a little bit hard to remember. But luckily, the test alerts are enabled on my iPhone and Nicholas's iPhone, so definitely our phones will go off. And while we're on this subject, why don't we talk more about that? So, WEAs, wireless emergency alerts. It is a new thing that they just recently started implementing about like 15 to 20-ish years ago. Ever since, like, as soon as cell phones became really popular, like from flip phones to smartphones when they were born in like 06, 07, around that time period.
Apple still did cell phones right. Don't at me.
Yeah, but
By the way, I have a special guest on the phone.
Oh, we have a guest.
Yeah.
Mountain Drew!
Hey.
It's Drewski! Hi, Drew.
All right.
So, anyways, it was around that time period where wireless emergency alerts were starting to be created by the government just to disperse alerts to more alternate sources if you don't have no weather radio, which honestly everybody should have one. Apart from, you know, all the other stuff like radio, if you don't have a radio, you can just look at your phone. And if you don't have a weather radio, you can just also look at your phone. That was basically what wireless emergency alerts was designed for. But now I must get up. Actually, we all must get up from bed to discuss this next method of dissemination while we're on the same subject. And that would be through television.
Way to stop recording by accident.
I thought we were dividing up each segment. And seriously, you just jumped off from my bed. How did? I am surprised.
Actually, yeah, dissemination part 2. So, television stations. They also use a similar method of dispersing EAS alerts and receiving EAS information from local stations that they will monitor. Like, for example, with WNJN last night, we were getting severe thunderstorm warnings, and they monitor KIH 28 in Philadelphia, as well as WKVP as an alternate source, which we witnessed. And WTTM, I think, is also associated with them because as soon as they're done relaying, that's when WNJN goes off. But
I think that's just coincidental timing, but
I mean, they could, we don't know. But yeah, television stations can be a little bit tricky when getting tests and alerts, because not all stations will receive or relay the NPT.
Even though they should.
Yeah, even though they should. But yeah, maybe your local cable affiliates will, like NBC, Fox maybe, CBS. Those will most likely relay if you have Comcast as well. Frontier. Those types of cable sources, and as well as others, will relay. That's just some of many that will relay for the National Periodic Test. Now, another method of dissemination, come with me guys.
That's
Another
gross.
method of dissemination is this part. Receiving it through the index. Now, index like the Sage EAS index, the Sage Digital index, the TFTs, the Trilithic EasyCast, Easy Pluses, Easy Caps, and the IPTVs all across the country will be just, dynamically, and the DASDECs too. They will all just be simultaneously broadcasting and relaying important information about the National Periodic Test at 2:20, if they relay on time at 2:20. But yeah, equipment like this is what will give the radio stations and some TV stations, because most TV stations use DASDECs now, and some of them use Sage Digitals, but it's more so DASDECs in the TV world than it is with Sage Digitals, and it's more so Sage Digitals in the radio world rather than DASDECs, which some radio stations actually use. As a matter of fact, there's one station, I think, in Alaska that uses a Trilithic. So there's definitely some variety with radio stations and TV stations, but more so with radio on that side. And also, some stations still even use TFTs and gray boxes. But that's one thing to consider, because you have all these methods of relaying and receiving alerts and activation purposes and all that through weather radio, and TV stations, particularly AM and FM, as well as WEAs. So there's definitely there's a bunch of plentiful methods to receive the national test. But now we must move on to another segment about it. And that's the fact we have to go back to 10 years ago when they first started doing this. Okay, so a little bit of a history lesson for the national test. Back on November 9th of 2011, the Federal Emergency Management Agency thought, hey, we should conduct a national test of the EAS. All across the country, we should do it. And they did. Although that test
was a lot different.
Oh yeah, it was a lot different than what you're going to see today. At 2011, when 2011's test happened, the first annual national test, it was not toned as a national periodic test. For those of you who are just coming into the face of the EAS community, for your information, the first national test ever was sent out with an EAN code, Emergency Action Notification. That is the worst alert that you can possibly see under any circumstance apart from that national test. You do not ever want to see an EAN come up on your television, your index, or your radios. And you don't even want to hear it through a radio station. But, yeah. Okay. That test also had its fair share of mishaps and fails, because some stations received it wrong due to the way it was originated. And if I actually pull up a clip from the 2011 national test, I'll use one of the popular ones.
One of the mishaps, if I may add, it's DirecTV. Y'all may remember they were playing Lady Gaga's Paparazzi instead of the EAN, or I say EAN, but they played music instead of the EAN test code.
Yes, that's exactly what they did. That was actually one of the most famous EAS fails in the EAS community history because of what happened on that day. Hell, there were so many mishaps, there was actually a video called Why the November 9th, 2011 EAS Test Failed. That's how bad it was in some areas of the country. But basically, the 2011 national test originated from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and usually It originates from the FEMA Operations Center in Bluemont, Virginia. And they remote control EAS equipment and control several PEP or primary entry point radio station transmitters all over the country. And FEMA causes the PEP to send the EAN and the attention signal codes. FEMA doesn't actually send the codes. And I'm talking about 2011, like in a present fashion. But this is all past tense information. So what happened already happened, and there's nothing we can do about it. But I'm just basically explaining to you from the video itself why it failed. And I already knew this, but yeah. As I was saying, FEMA themselves do not send the codes. They cause each PEP to send the codes, locally or nationally. And that's exactly what it was. But I'm actually going to pull up some videos here. After these tones, the Federal Emergency Management Agency sends a live audio feed. Now, in a real emergency, as you all know, this would be from the White House. The audio must not contain tones in the message. Here is a sample audio from 2010, actually, the year prior.
This test message has been initiated by National Alert and Warning Authorities in coordination with state of Alaska officials and broadcasters in your area. Had this been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by emergency information, news, or instructions.
So you heard that. Now let's take a listen to the test over what happened on the national test. November 9th, 2011. Let's listen to it over another primary entry point station, KBOI in Boise, Idaho.
Boise.
And this is the day and night contours.
That's
WSM from, that is not 1990. This is actually from WSM. I don't know why it said KBOI.
KZIA?
No.
Who did it?
Let me see. Who did it? KZIA did one yesterday. Someone, my ending, I heard my ending click.
KHAK?
Let's see who said one.
KKSY?
KKSY, you dumbos.
KSY.
Hey! What does this button do, Jimbo?
You dick.
You don't realize that the NPT is literally 30 minutes away? Anyways.
Anyways, back to the video.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test. The message you are hearing is part of a nationwide live code test of emergency alert system capabilities. This test message has been initiated by National Alert and Warning Authorities in coordination with emergency alert system participants, including broadcast, cable, satellite, and wireline participants in your area. Had this been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by emergency information, news, or instruction. This is only a test. We now return you to regular programming. To see, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by emergency information, news, or instruction. This is only a test. We now return you to regular programming. I-89, the Republic.
Now you heard that scramble of tones everywhere during the message. That's the reason why the 2011 test failed miserably, is because there were pre-recorded tones in the message. And you can't have that in there because it actually caused some of the index to reactivate, resend it, and then as a result, you'll hear about like 5 or 6 end of message burps or bursts at the end. And that is already against the FCC handbook in itself in terms of broadcasting, because the way they executed the message is what messed it up. Sure, like several stations might have been cross-wired or something like that. Kind of like WTTM last night with their double or triple relays. That's probably the problem that most stations had with relaying that test. And that's why that one failed.
There was actually a few incidents regarding the 2011 test that some stations received it but had no message at all. So it was literally like dead silent for a good minute and a half. So what happened was you would have same headers, attention tone, maybe another one depending on what the station was or who the station was monitoring, and then silence.
The silence is deafening. Fortunately, 2016 was not like that. They actually originated that, same as before, PEP.
But with a different code, NPT.
Yeah,
And-
National Periodic Test, and they've been using that ever since they started again in 2016. 2016 also had its fair share of mishaps and all that, but at least it was executed a little better.
Hold on.
Yes, Drew?
Did you mention the regional NPTs from 2014 and 15?
No.
Oh, that's right. The
Yeah,
2014 and
because
15.
remember there were regional NPTs.
Yeah,
before that.
they did regional NPTs before the 2016 national.
Before the actual NPT in 2016 where it was all the United States.
That one was pretty. The one in 2014 or 15 was kind of unique because it was actually tested by not for the entire country, but it was tested by different regions.
I think that's what Alaska did in 2010. I think that's what Alaska did in the video in 2010.
Yeah.
The year prior. Maybe that's what they did.
Yeah, but what the difference with Alaska and the one that happened in 14 or 15 was that it was for more than one state.
Right. It was like all over the country.
It was kind of like the introduction of iPause.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because you know how iPause does it every Monday for when they do the weekly.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
iPause weekly.
Yeah,
we caught
it
that
would-
this
it
week.
would show for like all of like say all of Connecticut, all of New York, all of etc. etc. Yeah, that's how it was.
Yes. Now, in 2017, it was the same method. It was the same message pretty much. I think it was a slightly altered message. I don't know. No, actually, no. 2017 was the same message.
Yeah, then 2018 rolled around.
That's when it got different.
Yeah, that was when WEAs were introduced, and
Yeah.
I got a video of it. I don't know if Michael had any cellular device at the
I
time.
did not. I did not get my first phone until like October 2018.
That was when
That's the J7. And then I got this in November 2020.
I thought you got the J7 later than that.
Nope, I got it in 2018.
Oh, well,
October 2018 was when I had the thing. And I think they actually backed it up to October 3rd because of Florence. I think they did that.
it was either Florence or Michael.
No, it was Florence. Because Florence happened in late September. It was Florence. It was Hurricane Florence that postponed the test. And then they did it on October 3rd.
Yeah. And then Michael hit the wrong side of Florida. Anyways.
But at least it was a Cat 5.
Anyway.
You, not even fucking born yet, bitch.
But I know you're referring to the hurricane, but I'm right here. I am real.
Yes.
But
Then 2019 rolled around, and this was the last of the national periodic tests to go annually before COVID happened.
yeah, which Connecticut fucking failed.
Hold on, we got a tornado warning.
Where at? Oh God, Green Bay tornado warning. What county?
Let me see.
Happens only once a year.
Langlade, Lincoln, and Marathon, Wisconsin.
Marathon, are there bombs?
No! Oh no!
Anyway, so
So yeah, 2019 happened,
that was when.
and it was the same thing as 2018, right?
Well, 20 minus the WEA, and
Yeah.
Guess what? My WS268 got the weekly test from K. Guess why?
And we're sitting right next to one there.
yeah, this is monitoring. I'm gonna mute the volume real quick. This is monitoring WPKN in Bridgeport.
That'll go off for the NPT.
Yep, I'm gonna turn the siren on that just to be sure. And
oh, the BC370 CRS will also go off for it.
Yeah, the Spark. I'll be channel
Both
serving.
Sparks.
Actually, I have EAs disabled because this is hooked into my EasyCast. So
I have my Spark.
But there is one thing that you should definitely take into account. Last year, in 2019, they omitted WEAs from that activation for whatever reason.
yeah, I believe they wanted to do a. I believe they wanted to test the WEAs every 3 years.
You think so?
Yeah, that's from what I remember.
Oh, so that's why they're doing it this year.
Yep, and I see WX268 with a working fucking tilting display that still pisses me off. It's like limp dick syndrome. Anyways, so before we dilly-dally and waste any more time, because we got 20 minutes till the test.
Yes, we do.
Hi, Sterling. How the fuck are you?
Anyways, the 2020 National Periodic Test never occurred because of COVID-19 postponing a bunch of shit, including the test. So unfortunately, we had no National Periodic Test last year. And also the year prior, yes, Connecticut did fail the NPT, but you were in North Carolina at the time, so at least you got that one with me, along with WXRC
Let's hope that they
being captured for Drew. For Drew. I captured WXRC for him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that day. He asked me to get 95.7. I had it outside. And then the National Geographic memes came to life.
Oh god, yeah.
And let it be known that the 2016 NPT is what brought me into the fucking community. Oh, yes! I got it! Well, I'm gonna do some references to that today before 220 hits. Come on, 220,
We got
wakey
19
wakey.
minutes. We got 19 minutes
Yeah,
to go.
well, 220, wakey wakey. Wakey wakey, Connecticut! You guys are gonna fucking fail again? If you do, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna sue your asses. False advertising and defamation of character.
Well, here's the thing. We got Long Island as well. We got New York City. We got the Lower Hudson Valley.
We got Rochester, I think.
Rochester, I cannot get in the daytime. Yeah, I thought you knew this.
I did not.
But yeah, we got.
If I check the watch, this is not my watch. We should probably ask him about the password for this.
Yeah. I mean, are you still interested in it?
Well, how much would it be though?
I think he said.
I'm low.
I think he said somewhere around $220.
Yeah, no thanks.
Oh, alrighty. I mean, that is a cellular model, but.
Yeah, it is.
So something I should mention regarding cellular models. I can confirm that cellular-based Apple Watches like this one.
And iPads.
Yeah, but I'm focusing more on the watches because these are a little bit more noticeable. So cellular watches. Yeah,
it's on your wrist.
Yeah, cellular watches are designated by this little red ring on the side, or if you have a Series 3 Apple Watch, it's a red dot on the digital crown. If your watch has that crown, you will receive WEAs. I'm not sure if this applies to the non-cellular models. Those would be indicated by either a solid color, like a solid body-colored digital crown, or a black dot on the crown. Those I'm not sure if I'm not sure if those will activate for WEAs, but either way.
And you feel the scrolling.
Yeah.
Of the wheel.
I can tell you're really interested in the watch, but
If only I had the money, but I don't. Also, yes, this is a cellular model because there is a red ring around the scroll wheel.
yeah. But anyways, so now that we've covered the history of the NPT, do we have anything else planned, or is that it?
Let me just put that back in there. So charge. I said charge. There we go. That is cool though.
Yeah.
I want one bad, but I can't have that one. Because, yeah.
Anyways,
Damn, I'm a broke ass bitch. So, anyways, moving on from the history of the National Periodic Test. So there is quite a lot to discuss, honestly. Why don't we discuss the HD radio segment of the NPT, because if you have an HD radio like the Sparks, or even a radio that can recognize same headers from AM FM stations like this and this, we need to talk about that.
Well, let's focus more on these because
Yeah, the
those are
HD radio segment.
So the HD radio segment. So these really started becoming popular around like
2013, 12-ish.
Yeah.
Because this was made in 2014. Well, not this actual model, but the Spark first was introduced in 2014. This one was made in 2017.
Yeah, but something to take into consideration with the HD radios. So, as covered in season 5.
What?
When did you cover the Spark? Season 5.
Season 3. Like towards the end of season 3.
Towards the end of season 3 of radio reviews.
Actually,
the
I
Spark
can
was
pull that up just to.
So towards the
And here comes the reminder.
Yep.
National EAS test in 15 minutes.
So the HD radios were first. So the HD radio receivers started becoming widespread in the EAS community towards the end of 2018 and the beginning of 2019. I know some have had it for longer, but it really started becoming more popular around that time.
It was the season 3 finale. It was season 3, episode 14.
Episode pie? No. So these radios, as you may remember from season 3, these have a different method to decoding alerts sent over AM and FM stations.
Yes, they do, indeed. And it is received through something called the EAS box. And it is a silent signal that only HD radios can understand and transmit that information through its internal components inside the radio to display the message on the screen. Like, you know when you receive test alert with a triangle station. Now, I should mention, if you want to receive the National Periodic Test over an HD radio like the Spark or the Sangean HDR14 or the SG108, it must have the letter A or the triangle. And the same thing applies to this, of course, because this is also an HD radio. So if you either have this or this,
or the HDR14 or
must have the triangle.
Yeah.
And hello, Katie.
Hey, to interrupt, but 6% watch probability for Mount Holly.
60?
60?
Yeah.
What part of Mount Holly?
Wait, let me look. Blacksburg, SVA. Wait a minute. In
But
hold on, let me look for you.
oh, it's Pennsylvania. I can't get Pennsylvania.
No.
But
Philadelphia.
anyway, so we.
Oh, new tornado warning for Clark, Wisconsin from lacrosse. But
All right, so getting back to this. So the HD radio started getting popular around, at least in the community, around 2018, 2019. And
we didn't even know that radios like the Spark even existed until just a couple years ago.
And these have a different method to decoding AM and FM alerts, unlike the BC370 and the WX268.
Yeah,
These
it is far different.
Yeah, this radio and that decode through same headers. This uses a different method, I believe.
It's called the EAS box.
Either that or it's RBDS. It's still we're still kind of learning about it.
But either way, it is a silent signal that only HD radios can understand. And if you receive like something like a test alert, it must be on a triangle station, or on the Sangean HDR14 or the SG108, it must have a lowercase a right at the top of the screen above the frequency or beside the frequency.
Either an A or a T or I think it's an I. There's multiple different letters for the HDR14, but
Also, with the Spark, when you receive an alert with a triangle station, the triangle will actually go up and down in a sort of a weird fashion. You'd have to watch some test videos to really understand.
Yeah,
it. Like, for example, on WSPA, before they turned off their HD signal earlier this year, you can see that the triangle is just like going up and down in some of the videos with the tests.
yeah. So
As a matter of fact, that was demonstrated on WSPA with both of our Sparks in 2019.
yeah,
And it actually decoded it from a PEP, like it is going to be this year. So we'll definitely see that again, and it's going to bring us back to 2019 almost instantly.
oh yeah. So yeah, that's a little bit of an overview on the HD segment.
How are we gonna? We should probably get a camera set up in here for the EasyCast to go off.
Well,
That is hooked up to 99.9.
that's actually monitoring WRKI, WEZN, and WAOK. So there's a.
Should I like turn the TV on? I would like to see that relay.
Well, I'm gonna be trying to use this for digital TV relays because I can get some digital TV stations.
Yeah, do that.
But I might be jumping back and forth, so.
Yeah,
who
we
knows?
might because we only got 10 minutes, man.
Yeah, so.
So yeah.
Yeah, you might want to get a. I think I took your battery off the charger last night. Do you have yours?
I think so.
All right.
I think it's down there. Okay. So, all right, let's go. Let's do this. So we're gonna be getting into the final segment, I believe. The actual test itself. Okay, once the relay time is getting closer and closer, it is currently 2:18 p.m. We're about T-minus 2 minutes away from the National Periodic Test of 2021. And I have the Sangean SG-108 right here on 93.7, I believe, WZMX. And if I bring it over here real quick without talking too much because of the copyrighted music, you can see here, I hope you can at least, I hope you can see that, but yeah, there you go. You see that A right there next to HD1 Plus? That means that it will activate. So I'm going to be recording with my iPhone and I'm going to have it right next to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to use several camera footage. We're going to use several different camera footage videos for this. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, stand by for the 2021 National Periodic Test. So, here we go. It just went through WEA.
Test alert. Test alert.
This is a test of the National Emergency Alert System. This system was developed by broadcast and cable operators in voluntary cooperation with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the Federal Communications Commission, and local authorities to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, an official message would have followed the tone alert you heard at the start of this message. No action is required.
And that was it. The SG-108 went off. Wrong Fairfield! Wrong damn Fairfield, Columbia. I'm in the wrong Fairfield.
Thank you, Corey, for the text.
All right. How about that? My first test WEA. Look at that. Look at that. This is a test of the National Wireless Emergency Alert System. No action is needed. It's sent through the cell phones, and I got it on my iPhone for the first time. Your phone didn't go off yet? Why not? Do you have test alerts enabled? You did enable it during the segment inside, right?
It should have been enabled.
Hold on, let me
Should have.
let me see. Huh. That's weird.
Unless it's
Green Bay. So yeah, the test is a success. Now I'm going to go back inside and see just exactly how the test originated and such. Test was a success. I got it with the WEA. How'd it go in here?
I got a ton of stations. I don't know if WNJN went off, but
Did you have it on though?
yeah, I had it on, but my entire room, my entire office was just blown the fuck up. I'm literally channel surfing to see if there's any late relayers. EasyCast and Sage went off.
Look at this. Yep. Got it on my phone.
I watched went off for it.
Let's go in here. So yeah, I don't know if this watch for it went off for it, probably not. Let me see if the notification on here. There it is right there, you can see. How do you get the notifications to light up like that?
iOS 15.
Fuck. But yep, I bet all the stations in North Carolina went off.
Probably.
And there goes the 268, that went off.
Yeah, that.
The BC370 CRS went off.
That did not.
It did not?
No, I had it on WPLR, but it was just like.
Oh, rip. What's up?
Just checking to see if there's any late relayers. I don't know.
No, they all likely originated immediately.
Damn, my phone never activated.
It was probably not enabled.
97.5, this is Real Variety from the network.
Weird,
Hey, and today, if you're caller 9 right now, 955-9750, you're gonna get a...
Yeah, they all probably relate immediately, man.
Ah, shoot, alright.
Yeah. WDFA lit up, I know that. Perfect test.
Let me see if my dad got anything in his room.
Okay.
Oh my god, the cable box out of his room. Let me see if he got it. Let me see if he got anything.
Alrighty. Okay, so meanwhile, while I look all over Discord, the NPT has been conducted. Alright, so let me just send some messages. Success, there it goes. There it is on Orbeez phone. I got it as well. WHKO relayed at 221. Okay. And looks like radio got it. And she's still getting it. But yeah, that was it. The National Periodic Test. Let's see what the 268 has to say. The primary entry point station in all regions has issued a National Periodic Test. Effective until 16/20, 2 hours for the following counties. All regions, Washington, D.C., originator WPKN. at 1820 UTC. Yep, National Periodic Test is a success, and we got SVA 426. Where is this at? Melbourne issues marine warning.
I forgot.
Okay, where do we have this? SVA 426. It's definitely not for us. Apologies if I'm pointing the camera away. Hang on 1 second, guys. Okay, so the NPT has just concluded, and there's the lovely Trilithic EasyCast. Do you think you could re-relay that? Oh wait, you can't, can you?
I mean, I can send it, but it won't include the message.
Yeah, just send it.
Oh, so that's what the EAS details channel looks like in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, encode message. Resend last message. The scary plus.
Yep. It's not gonna play the audio message. I think the Easies don't do that for a reason,
But yeah, there you go. You can see here, emergency alert system, primary entry point system, and there's the scrolling text on August 11th, 2021 at 1520 Eastern Daylight Time. KTR IPTV issued a national periodic test.
Oh,
and then it just goes straight back to the EAS details channel.
And I wanted to get a picture of the screen, but I'll do that later.
Did the NDEC capture it too?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
view alert log.
Uh-oh.
What, Drew?
Hold up a second.
Oh, by the way, WABC AM failed.
How?
They had no tones.
Bruh.
They had no tones.
Yeah, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Drew? WABC had no tones.
WABC AM.
WABC AM.
No tones, according to Orbit.
Send stored audio. Proceed.
My TFT went off back at home for sure.
Nice.
This is a test of the National Emergency Alert System. This system was developed by broadcast and cable operators in voluntary cooperation with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the Federal Communications Commission, and local
Javier, I can see you lip syncing that.
Yeah.
in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, an official message would have followed the tone alert you heard at the start of this message. No action is required.
I like how they even say this is only a test.
Yeah. Alright.
And with that, we are finished. We're finished.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Did not go off for the NPT.
Uh-oh.
We got some failures already, but that is expected.
I'm gonna turn
That
this
is
up a little bit.
expected.
Mind if I borrow this? I need to.
Go for it.
You know what? I actually want to get a picture of the scroll real quick.
No,
All right.
I get the picture of the scroll too.
I'm gonna go have some chips if that's okay, because I am a bit starving.
Okay, fat ass.
I'm
Bruh.
starting to get hungry too.
But yeah.
Oh, that was a fail.
So guys,
Alright, there we go.
And this is why I leave my notifications off on my watch.
is that the little dings I keep hearing?
Yep.
So yeah, that is about it, guys, for the National Periodic Test episode of Radio Reviews. Thank you all for watching. It was a complete success. Well, almost complete. Almost complete success.
Originator.
But yeah,
KN.
we will definitely have another episode for you guys very soon. But as of right now, we're signing off. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to leave a like on this video, comment, and subscribe for future videos. And also, if I may real quick, once you subscribe, make sure to ring that notification bell so you can get notified of any new videos that are posted. So yeah, subscribe, ring the bell, and there it goes.
And you hit Xerxes.
Actually, it hit the chair's arm rest.
Yeah, can you put that back up, please?
That was a fail if it ever happened.
It was
Yeah,
a
but
fail like WABC AM.
But anyways, yeah, ring the bell, please. And also, what?
Nothing?
What?
fuck.
Did the SD card fall?
Yes. I will.
Anyways,
I will load the footage onto my computer, and I will. Well, for you iPhone users, I will airdrop it to you.
Yeah.
but by the way, the bell's fine.
All right.
You bent it.
No, I didn't. It's been like that.
Oh.
Actually, is it? Not really.
Hold on.
Not really bent.
This is why I hate using a TV as my second monitor.
That's why I like use the 2 other monitors. They're like actual monitors.
Yeah, I know. I don't have any other actual monitors. Unfortunately.
Get a real monitor.
You got the money for one?
Technically, I do.
I don't even know.
I might buy one. I might buy one with my ad revenue once September rolls around. But either way.
But yeah, you guys heard it.
Yep.
And Xerxes is licking the floor,
He always does.
What is he looking for?
so he can
does
taste
that.
the wood.
Yeah, he said wood.
Bitch.
Okay, so the NPT is a success.
This is a success.
And there is the footage. So yeah, like I said before I dropped the damn bell, yeah, subscribe for more to all of these guys. Become a Thunder Buddy super fan today for just $2.99 a month.
Expensive.
It's not expensive.
Not as bad as radios, but I mean, what?
You have your own footage of Ohio's test, right?
I didn't. I was fucking passed out.
We were all passed out.
Was I the only one that actually got Ohio's test?
Yes.
Look at Drew's beta break.
And there's the beta bright right there.
Let me see this.
Ending at 2:20 p.m. Word EAS and Angelo posted the video of the national test.
Yo, we haven't heard from him in a fucking minute.
A fat minute
I still have
at
him on
that.
Snapchat.
But yeah,
Same here.
that is about it. So I'll do it right this time as we see all the Callies. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more videos so you won't miss any. Also subscribe to Thunder Buddy 01. Become a Thunder Buddy 01 super fan for just $2.99 a month starting today.
Expensive.
Bitch! Anyways, also subscribe to NorCal Dude 599 and Norfolk Southern Storm
Hello.
and Xerxes.
He doesn't have a YouTube channel.
Andrew.
I don't care.
Andrew.
And also
Andrew.
subscribe to EAS Test Fan 25.
Yeah, don't forget the Iowa Daz.
I didn't forget! I was about to fucking finish!
Oh, and I can confirm enrolling my phone in the test alerts worked.
Yes. Did it go on your watch too?
Let me find the notification, but yes, it did. I felt it and I heard it.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool that I can store the emergency alert history on my phone.
That must be fucking nice. Oh, you know it.
That is pretty fucking cool how I got the NPT for the first time through the phone. That is very cool.
Fucking, there we go.
First time seeing the NPT code through WDFA too.
I don't know why mine did.
I'm honestly glad that both of my equipment actually went off.
My TFT back at home definitely went off.
See?
Shut.
So, that is it for this episode. This is Clay Richard 143 signing out along with
Thunder Buddy 01, who is currently in the process of airdropping to some of y'all the footage from the NPT.
Yep, I'll let you work on that.
Ladies first.
Norfolk Southern Storm.
And NorCal Dude 599.
And EAS Test Fan 25.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Drew.
Hi. So yeah, thank you all for watching. That is it for this video, and bye.
Adios.
The NPT is an official success.